Hi everyone, it's Sandy. Thank you for joining me here on my channel. If you're like me and you have a whole heap of journaling cards that are 3 by 4 inches in size and you want somewhere to store them, I made this flip-up pocket storage holder to store your journaling cards, and I just thought this is just another fun project for you, and just another idea to keep them all organized. Sometimes you may have journaling cards that are from a collection, so this would be a great way to store them in one of these pocket pouches and have them for each collection. I'm trying to find my journaling cards that are still in my box somewhere. So I thought I'm just going to make a few of these, and so when I do find them, I'm going to store them in this flip-up pocket storage holder, and I'm going to show you how it looks like, and I'm going to then show you how you can make one of these really easily as well. It also has a coordinating belly band to keep it closed as well, so I tried to not waste any of the bits and pieces that we cut out to create the flip-up pocket. And all I've done was use some what do they call this? It's like a jute twine, just to coordinate with the paper. It has a nice sort of earthy neutral color, so I thought I used some jute twine, but you can use any trim of your choice to make the closure. The paper I'm using, and the one that I've used for this project, is the 12 by 12 paper pad, and it's the Page Evans paper pad. I'm not sure what is it called. Bungalow Lane. It's the Bungalow Lane collection. I'm not too sure if this is still available in stock, but this is the papers that I've used. And let me show you how cute this flip-up pocket pouch. It has 2 pockets, and it just opens up like that. And there you have a pocket up here. It's a side pocket, and this is like a flip up sort of closure part to keep your journaling cards inside the pocket so they don't slide out anywhere. And so there is a side pocket, and I just made these using my paper scraps to make them into journaling cards. I just cut them at 3 by 3 inches by 4 inches, and then I corner rounded the 4 corners, and then it's just a great way. You can use this as a photo mat, add a photo to the front, and then you can document each photo. You could use this to do some journaling, and then you have it to tuck into your planners or your journals or your traveler's note booklet. And you can put in here a few of these and stack them, and they can slide in here on the top. Then on the bottom here is another pocket for more journaling cards, and this pocket I've made it so that there is a lot of room if you have a whole stack of journaling cards, and they will fit in here quite nicely. So I've just got 2 at the moment. I just cut these ones out, again just using my paper scraps, 3 by 4 inches, and corner rounding them. And it's just another great way to store them in here. But you don't have to use this for journaling cards. You can use this as somewhere to store your receipts, some notes, photos, or just another way, just somewhere to organize your bits and pieces of papers. It makes a great flat mail idea for a happy mail. So it's nice and flat, and you can still flip this up and add your bits and pieces. There is also another little spot here which you can use this as a little tuck pocket. I'm just going to see if I've got something that I could show you. I've just got this little piece of scrap paper. I'm not sure this will fit. But you can also tuck in here on the front here some little small tags or ephemera pieces in here if you have some extra pieces, so that you can tuck that in the front here as well. So just another little extra spot for you. So this is how it looks like, and this is an embellishment, paper embellishment I made in one of my other videos, just using your paper scraps and using your just your paper punches to create this really easily, and it's a great crafting on a budget embellishment. So I just stuck that to the front just to finish that off. So yeah, I think it's a great little double pocket pouch. So let me show you how you can make this. And You can make 2 of these with one 12 by 12 paper, because you're going to need paper that you want to cut at 6 inches by 12 inches. So you've got your paper at 6 inches by 12 inches. I'm going to have the print facing down just so you can see the score lines. And we're going to start with your paper on the 6-inch side, and we're going to score at 1.5 inches all the way down to the bottom, and 5 inches. And then we're going to turn the paper to the right so that the 1.5 inch score line is on the top. And on the 12-inch side, we're going to score at 1.5 inches all the way down, 6.25 of an inch, 10.75 of an inch. And that's all for the scoring there. If you want to make your top side pocket a little bit longer, so you have more room for something a little bit longer, or if you're finding it a little bit hard to get your journaling cards in, you can score yours. So let me just bring this over here. So I've got it scored at the 10.75 inch. So this part here is the closure. You can score it at the 11-inch mark, and that will give you a quarter of an inch longer pocket. And then this closure part will be just a little bit more shorter. So you can decide with that part. I would probably also recommend maybe using your not so pretty papers to create your project as a sample first. Sometimes we might make a mistake with our scoring or where we fold, and you don't want to do that with the nice papers that you're going to make your actual project. So sometimes I do that. I just use my not so pretty papers to make my samples and then see how that works. And so that's all the score lines. So I'll just say them again. So on the 12-inch side, it was 1.5 inches, 6.25 of an inch, and 10.75 of an inch. So we've got the paper all scored now. We're going to make a few cuts. So we have the paper now with the 1.5 inch score line on the left side and the 5-inch score line on the right, as we had done the scoring. You see these 2 squares on the top corner here. We're going to remove these 2. So I'm going to start with this one first and remove that piece out. And we'll keep all the pieces to the side, so we won't throw any of these out for now. We'll just put these to the side. So that's the first piece. Now I'm going to come along to the right corner and remove that one. And remove that piece. And we'll come down to the middle panel here, the long middle piece down here. We're going to remove that piece as well. So I'm just going to cut along that score line and that score line and cut up there to remove that piece out. So let's do that. And we'll also keep this long piece to the side. Come down to the bottom here, and we've got this piece. We're going to trim off about 1/2 inch off, so about halfway from that score line. If you want to make a straight cut, you can fold it over to that score line. So we just want about 1/2 inch of that. And I'm just going to slightly angle cut this side and this side just a little bit, so that's how it looks like. So far your paper should look like this. You've got these 2 pieces missing, you've got that long piece missing, and then this piece we've cut down halfway. We're going to move over to this side now, and we are going to remove this piece here, and we'll also keep that to the side. I always try to keep all the little pieces and somehow make something out of them without wasting them. So now we've done that, what we'll do next is we are going to come to this score line. We're just going to cut across to the, actually no, let's go back down here. I'm just going to angle cut this in a little bit. Let's do that before I forget. So we'll angle cut that just like that. So we just want to give an angle cut at the top. And this piece here, we're going to cut across to there and stop there. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to also cut going up to that score line. So we're just going to, just a slight little cut. So I'm just going to do that. So I would probably say that's about 3/4 of an inch or halfway down. And that is going to be, I'll just show you, that's for this part here. So just a slight angle, and then one more little piece here, just along here. I'm just going to trim off a tiny little bit there, just a little bit. That way we're able to close the pocket over. So I just cut off that little piece there. I don't know if you can see it. So pull that out. So that's that. It'll just make this fold easy to close so that nothing catches on. So let's just show you how the layout looks like when you cut it. Now I'm just going to assemble it all and fold everything just so you get an idea of how it looks like before we glue it all together. So I'm going to start with this piece here by folding that in. Press that down. And I'm going to bring this part in as well. So that's going to go in like that. Press that down pretty well too. And we're going to bring this piece up to the front. And you can see that's going to give me that pocket now that's at the bottom, which is this part here. We're going to move to the top now, and what I'm going to do first is I want to corner around these two corners just to tidy that up. If you don't have a corner rounder punch, you can leave it. It doesn't really matter. So I've done that, and now I'm also going to corner around this side, and for me to do that I'm going to fold this piece over to the front, and that'll just make it easy for me to corner around this side. I'm just going to open that back up, and then this piece here, I'm going to create a notch on this side, which is this part here. So you can do that, you don't have to, you can leave it, and that's just a side tuck pocket. But I'm just going to turn it this way so it's easy for me to make the notch. And you can place it wherever you like. You can go in the middle, down the bottom. I'm going to put mine up the top here just for something different. And I'm just going to turn it back over, so that is the notch. And now I can fold this to the front. So I can fold that over now, and I'll also fold this piece over. So if you have scored yours at the 11-inch mark to make this a little bit longer, this part here will be a little bit shorter in for the closing part. So. But it'll still work just as fine. So I'm just going to close that back down just so you can see. So that's that part. And then we've got that score line, which now we can just fold this over, and that will give us the pocket. So if you are going to score that top part at the 11-inch mark, this part here, your pocket will line up with this part down the bottom here. So you'll have your folder lined up in line with the bottom. But I like mine to sit above a little bit there. You can see I just like how it sits up. And that also gives you an idea where the front is. So that is that part done. So let's glue everything together. So I'm going to start with this piece here and just adding some glue here. And that will... You can create that pocket, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the edge here, and then we can close that up, and now we've got ourselves this pocket here. I'm going to come up to this top part now and open this side up, And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the top here and the bottom here. I try not to spread it too widely, otherwise you won't have enough of a opening to slide your card in. That's why I gave you that suggestion to score it at 11 inch in case you have thicker glue and you didn't allow enough room to slide your journaling cards in here. So I did try to make it so your 4-inch height will fit, so it just fits nicely, because I've just put a little bit of glue. If you put a lot on the top then the bottom there, you won't get that going in. So my suggestion would probably to score that part at the top, and you've got that little bit extra. So now we've got all that, we can fold that in. So let me just bring this over so that will fit in there. And then you've got another one, and that will fit at the bottom here. And you've got all this extra space here because we've made a nice wide part here to fold it over. And then you've got that little extra piece where you can maybe tuck something in the front there if you wanted to do that. So that is the journaling card pocket pouch all done. And now let's create the belly band closure. And that's using, we'll grab these pieces. So we need that long piece. And you will have these little pieces. There should be another square piece. I don't know where the other square piece, here we go. So you're going to have these 3 pieces, actually 4, we don't worry about that piece. But you're going to have these 3 sizes. So the 2 larger size, that's the smallest part, we don't need that. But these 2 pieces, I'm just going to, you'll find that they're sort of measure up the same, and then your one is a little bit longer. I'm just going to remove that excess piece so that I've got 2 of the same size. I'm going to fold these over in half. I like making these little tabs. And I'm just going to corner around at the fold just to tidy up the corners. Oops. Let me just fix that up. And then with that long piece here, I'm going to center my pocket somewhere like that in the middle. I'm just going to gently just give it a little bit of fold, just a gentle fold like that, just to give me an idea where the fold is. I'm going to add glue to the back of these little tabs that I made. And place one on the end. And same with this one. And once your glue is set, you can punch it a hole so that you've got somewhere to thread your string or twine, ribbon, and then that will just get wrapped around like that, and then you've got your belly band. Then you have that little other extra piece. You can make a little banner shaped swing tag and attach that to the ribbon so you don't waste it. Actually, I've got that little piece. I'll place that on the top like that. So I'm not wasting it. Just going to put around the 2 top corners. Place that there like that. So that way nothing gets to waste. So I'll just create a little banner shaped tag. And then you can attach that to your string, and so you've got a coordinating little swing tag. So that's just another fun project. I did use single-sided paper as well, so you can use your single-sided paper to make these, and you can make 2 of these with one 12 by 12 paper. And I just thought this is a fun way to use as another storage idea for your paper pieces, journaling cards, photos, receipts, notes, letters, anything you like. I just wanted to make mine for my journaling cards when I find mine. So I hope you enjoyed this pocket tutorial. I thought it's a fun little idea. I hope it wasn't too confusing for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.